Yes, guys, you read that right. Today's Fri-YAY cocktails, the first in a while, will be a Fri-YAY cooktail because I'm cooking. I don't usually remake other people's videos, but this is something that I was very curious to try and was very surprised how well it worked out. So I'm an avid viewer of YouTube videos. I subscribe to a lot of YouTube cooking channels as well as YouTube mixology channels. I think that the information that I get from those channels are invaluable to me as an aspiring home cook and home bartender. What I usually would do is I would watch multiple videos on the same topic, and then I would take the recipes and I would aggregate it to make my own version, which is what I would do as a master blender, which is my job. But recently I discovered a video made by Sam the Cooking Guy, where he discovered a hack of making mashed potatoes from potato chips. By the way, the link to the original video will be on the description, so you can watch that after you watch this. I was so curious that I wanted to try it. And full disclosure, I did, with original unflavored potato chips. I was just really surprised that it turned out so well, so that I wanted to make this video for you. I will be doing exactly what he said, and I will explain that a little bit later. I will follow the exact process because I don't think that there's any space to move there. And this will be my first attempt at flavored potato chips, therefore making flavored mashed potatoes. So without further ado, here's the video. For this I will be using Picnic white cheddar potato chips and Picnic Sriracha Ranch, because these two chips have very unique flavor. This is a very creamy, cheesy chip. Well, this one has a little bit of a spicy kick to it. So these are going to be really awesome. Other things you're going to need are half and half. But if you don't have half and half, remember that it's half and half is 1 part cream, 1 part milk. So I don't have half and half, so I have cream and milk, as well as a cup of water. I have 2 cups of water because I'm doing 2 batches. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our half and half. Please note that you're going to need a 1/4 cup of half and half for this recipe. Since I'm making 2 batches, I'm actually making half a cup. So if you're only going to be doing 1 batch, you're going to need 1/8 of a cup of milk and 1/8 of a cup of cream. But since I'm doing 2 batches, I'm doing a 1/4 cup of each. So here we go. At first I add the cream, 1/4 cup. Oops, that's a little over a 1/4 cup. And then it's better to do the cream first because the cream will stick to your measuring and the milk will sort of rinse it out. So 1/4 cup of milk, and there you go. That's half and half right there. Stir it a little bit and you got half and half. The reason why you want to do this first is because you need this cold. So you mix it, and your hands are going to be full if you had to mix it while you're cooking. So you do this first, and then you put it in the fridge until you need it, which is what happened. Next, you will need to use your kitchen scale. You turn on your kitchen scale, and then you put your bowl in. Obviously, your bowl is going to have a weight to it. So you push this button, the tare or tear or whatever it's called, to zero it out. And then you put 3 ounces of potato chips in your bowl. Now, I understand that people are more metric system inclined, but again, this was made in countries that, from a person that used English measuring system. So for this case, I don't want to do the conversion for you because you have a scale. Conversion is a button push away. Now we have 3 ounces of potato chips and 3 ounces approximately of the other kind of potato chip. In a pan, pour 1 cup of water and wait for it to boil. As the water comes to a boil, you add your potato chips. Then you stir it to make sure that each piece of the potato chips gets in contact with the water so as to soften up the potato chip. Make sure that each chip gets wet in the potato chip. And you keep stirring it until all the chips turn into a mush, like a mashed potato mush. Once it's turned into some kind of mush, we will add a 1/4 cup of half and half. Then we stir until all the half and half has been absorbed and you cannot see any more white. So this is what they both look like. This is a Sriracha Ranch and this is the white cheddar. And now it's time for me to taste it. First we start off with the white cheddar. It's still a little hot because I made this last. It's very creamy. I think it works really well with the cream and the half and half and the cheddar cream. And the white cheddar flavor is very creamy in itself. So the flavor is really good on this one. Now let's try the Sriracha Ranch. It's a little tougher because I made it late. I made it a while ago and I think that there wasn't enough water in it. Must have mismeasured or something. But this is a lot creamier. I added a little bit more water to it. This is a little tougher, but this is really good. All in all, I would like to try this. I would like to try to make this one again because this is very nice. Another thing you can do is you could take half and half for a total of 3 ounces. Mix 2 different kinds of chips and then make a different kind of mashed potato. What I do so it's basically like this. If I take this and then take a little bit of this and put it both in 1 spoon, like so, and eat it. One is clearly hotter than the other because this came off the stove. Just came off the stove and I did this one first. But they're both really good. Hey folks. Again, I would encourage you guys to give this one a shot. Give this one a shot. It's actually quite good. But remember, follow the instructions to a T. Don't make any slight adjustments to the measurements. You have to have exact measurements because you don't want to be using too much water and get your potato chips all mushy and wet. On the other hand, you don't want to be using less water than you need, then your mashed potatoes are going to get gritty and look kind of like hash browns. And then, you don't want to put too much cream, then you won't be able to taste your potato chips anymore. So you have to make sure that you follow the recipe to the exact measurements, or else it won't taste the same. That's what I tried to do for this, and it turned out quite well. So again, I urge you guys to try this one. Enjoy. Mm.